Tesla just made the Tesla Model Y just a little bit more affordable. They actually kind of gave everybody now a $2,000 discount, or they made the deal about $2,000 better. We'll talk about that deal, how it actually structured, and they made the other one a little bit worse, but I feel like there's just going to be better deals on the other trim very, very soon. So let's just jump into it. Tesla just made the new Model Y just a little bit more affordable. Shout out to Brendan for finding this on Tesla's website. Now the Model Y lease offer, there still is 1.99% financing offer. The Model Y lease offer just got a little bit more affordable because they've lowered the down payment on the lease. Now it is only $1,000 down for both of the vehicles instead of $3,000 down. So you just have to come, or you don't have to come to the table with as much money anymore. You only have to come with $1,000 down plus taxes and fees and everything. So very interesting move for Tesla to do this. I mean, on the Model 3 side, you've got zero down. So we could easily see payment structures or lease offers like that in the near future. But if you actually break the math out for this, the truth about these different deals is it's pretty interesting to see, because rear-wheel drive, there's not really much of a difference. They actually made it more expensive because they rose the payment from $399 to $459 a month, but it's about the same over the course of the 36-month term. It's about $17,000 and some change. It's actually $200 more. So I can see why they're doing this. The Model Y rear-wheel drive is the newest vehicle that is up to the plate right now, and anybody that's leasing that more than likely is just leasing it for the $7,500 federal tax credit, or they are mystified by the low payment of the $459, and maybe that's good for them, and so that's why they're looking to do that. But all-wheel drive, though, they actually made it a little bit better. They gave it basically a $2,000 discount. So not only did they reduce the upfront payment of $1,000 instead of $3,000 down, if you look at the total payments, the whole deal structured, because it's still $499 a month, instead of paying $21,000, give or take, you're going to be paying around $18,964, which is about a $2,000 cheaper throughout the whole entire term of the lease. And so very interesting to see that, because if we zoom out at the Model Y all-wheel drive, we've got 1.99% financing. We also have separately the $2,000 loyalty offer for older Model Ys. We've got all this referral code, just like the one link down below in the description. If you use a Tesla referral code, you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. We got America's Heroes $1,000. We've got other incentives as well. And so certainly no inventory incentives. And so Tesla is looking to strategize. And I feel like at this moment, they're playing with around $1,000 to $2,000 that they're kind of just shifting and giving to random people that may qualify for it. And maybe that is the move as they close out for the end of June 16th, because that is when the 1.99% offer actually ends. So certainly pay close attention to that. If you're someone that's looking to buy a Tesla, you don't like surprises as we go through the end of the year, because there's definitely going to be some changes and incentives and everything. Certainly, because I really feel like now that Elon is back working at the companies, look at what Elon posted today, or yeah, today the 24th, back to spending 24/7 at work and sleeping in conference rooms, servers, and factory rooms. I will be super focused on XAI, and Tesla plus Starship launch next week, as we have critical technologies rolling out. Probably talking about like the AI releases and also the full self-driving robotaxi releases as well. As evidenced by the X uptime issues this week, major operational improvements need to be made. The failover redundancy should have worked, but it did not. And so very interesting to see. And so this is going to be a different vibe, I feel like, as we get back into Tesla. And now that Elon is back, I really feel like Elon doesn't like incentives, discounts, and all these different things. I don't know if he likes full self-driving transfers, 0% offers. I mean, either day, at the end of the day, you got to sell vehicles. But certainly, if now that he's back and maybe he's paying a little more attention to what is being done to sell these vehicles, he might not be happy with all the different incentives that they're giving out there to get more sales. And so if you don't like changes, it might be the time just to lock in the 1.99% financing, because as robotaxi comes out, he might feel that full self-driving might have more value. There's just a lot of different variables that could be coming down the pipeline with all these different incentives. And right now, 1.99 is respectable. Of course, we could go down to 0% for Model Y financing. Of course, we could start to see inventory discounts, one, two, maybe up to $5,000 off. And yes, that could come by the end of the year, but you got to remember the 7,500 federal tax credit is also on the chopping block as well. And so there could be anxious anxiety shoppers out there, which there's actually a post that we're going to show you that may be the case here. Here's an interesting other post that I wanted to kind of throw it out there to see if you guys, what you guys think. I'm a real cheap guy, but I don't want to spend $8,000 for full self-driving. If they lower it to 3K, I would pay it in a heartbeat. If you haven't got full self-driving, at what price would you actually get it? And I think 3K is a little bit low, too low, because if you think about it, there also is that $100 subscription that they put out for people probably like Jack that might think the $8,000 is too much, but $100 times what, 36 months, 60 months, the typical 5-year month ownership, that's about $6,000. So maybe if they put it for like 4,000 or 5,000, it might get more people interested on it. And speaking to that Model S and Model X refresh that was spotted with, of course, this piece of tape hiding the ambient colors or the ambient lighting. It's very interesting to see. Brian Stone posted this. Yes, put tape over the super exciting new feature that has been never been seen before, even though my 2014 S-Class Mercedes has had amazing ambient lighting that is way brighter and prettier than this. Tesla ambient lighting is barely visible during the day and basic at night 12 years later. Yeah, Tesla is really just making like slow, small upgrades to their vehicles. And so we'll see. Zhongwen, which has definitely been a person that has been very early on some rumors and things happening out of the China market and the international markets, posted this quote, "There could be a surprise next week. Wait patiently." And so next week is the end of May. And so maybe there's going to be a Hail Mary out of the China market, which if there's an incentive in the China market, we might be able to see that trickling down to the US market. Or is he talking about next week, which could be the first week of June? Maybe there's a new release or something as we get to like all these different vehicles that we're starting to see already, Model S, Model X, and everything. I mean, speaking of Model S, now we've got 2 or 3 or 4 colors that have been spotted of this new color on the Model S and Model X. So Tesla must be parading these vehicles all over the place. And you can see this definitely is paint. Now, this could be Flexi Shield wrap, because Flexi Shield wrap that we have on our Cybertruck is pretty like metallic looking like this. It almost looks like paint as well. But maybe this was more spotted in like the Tesla factory areas and some of the parking lots. Tesla, I mean, they're doing this for a reason, right? They don't just show these vehicles, parade these vehicles out without building some sort of hype on them. And these are not covered at all. And so what's doubly interesting with these vehicles though is that I don't see a front camera in the front of them. So are they just test producing these? Are they older version? I don't know what the heck is going on. And on top of that, these do not have manufacturer's plates. These are just consumer plates. So a lot of weird things that are happening in the Tesla space at the moment. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.